Greetings, fellow Gorehounds, and welcome back to a Blood Splattered vlog. I'm the Horror Guru.
And I'm Count Jackula.
And today we're going to talk about The Wretched, which is a movie that recently hit video on demand, so like Amazon, iTunes, those platforms, that a lot of people in my Twitter feed were talking about a whole lot, and mostly everyone had positive things to say about it.
Yeah,
so,
it shot up to like #1.
Yeah, it was a pretty big hit among horror fans online, and I think online in general. So we decided to watch it, and I gotta say, I'm down with everyone. I thought the movie was good.
Yeah, it was really good.
It was really fucking good.
Really good movie.
I didn't know anything going into this movie beyond the poster of the woman and the weird like deer head she had. So I'm going to try to keep that true to for all of you out there that haven't seen it yet. So we enjoyed it. And with that said, let's move on to the spoilers.
Yeah, actually real quick.
Okay, real quick.
The trailer doesn't lie.
Trailer doesn't lie?
Trailer doesn't lie, and it's a real good movie.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. It's another one of those witchy movies, but with a twist that relates it back to a classic horror movie that we'll get to in the spoilers.
Yeah.
So with that said, here are the spoilers.
Movie has an amazing twist at the end.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Basically, I didn't know anything going into this movie, so I didn't even see the trailer, so I have no idea what the hell this movie was about, because all of a sudden it was in my feed and everyone was praising it. So I went in blind. But it turns out what this movie basically is it's Fright Night with a witch.
Yep.
Essentially. You have this boy who has decided this boy who fucked up and is now living with his father for the summer, and discovers that next door there is a witch that has basically moved in and taken over the family next door and is making people forget the kid they have.
Yeah. This witch comes in, steals a kid, and then everyone forgets that kid existed.
Mm-hmm. And so it's basically this kid, or this teenager, trying to figure out a way to defeat the witch before she takes over the town and kidnaps all the kids, essentially.
Yeah. Because our main character watches her, like, kill a kid.
Yep.
And then his next door neighbor, for some reason, it hasn't gotten to her yet, because it seems
here's
to work.
The thing.
Seems to work backwards, which is the older you are, the sooner you forget.
He sees her taking off with what seems like the kid, but at the time he doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah.
He just knows that he saw a weird creature one night in the middle of the night, and then the next night, like a night later, there's weird noises, and then all of a sudden the woman is walking off, looking like the witch looks like the mom at this point, with the kid into the woods, and then all of a sudden the next day no one remembers the kid.
yeah, no one remembers the kid except for his tutor, like because the older boy meets this girl who regularly interacted with that kid, and it's like, wait, what happened to him? Where'd he go?
Yeah, she's another one that like remembers, but he doesn't for some, or the parents don't for some reason. It's really
because
weird.
It seems to mainly affect the families.
Yes, the families that they're in, because I mean, it makes sense from a predator like tactic. If the family doesn't remember, then they're not going to report it or do anything like that.
Yeah. Then nothing happens.
They're the most likely ones to care. Who cares if Child Protective Services show up? You're going to be long gone, haven't eaten everybody by then.
Yep.
So the movie is really fucking good. Like, I know that I said it was like Fright Night, so a lot of people are going, oh, another derivative movie. But this movie does a lot.
Not really.
That's unique to itself. Not the least of which being the twist, which we'll get to soon.
Yeah.
That completely upends everything you saw earlier in the movie.
Yeah, because this is the other thing you got to remember about Fright Night is that it basically starts out as Rear Window with a Vampire.
Yes. So you have Rear Window with a Vampire, and it does its own unique thing. And so now you have a movie inspired by that that's like, okay, so let's do Fright Night, but with the witch from The Witch.
Yeah. With this extra twist that the reason it doesn't get caught is because family members don't remember the child after it's been taken.
Exactly. So it's able to get through with this. And it has like this... The movie opens up with this brutal as fuck opening with this babysitter like going into this basement and then getting eaten by this woman and like this guy like enabling it upstairs, and you're like, what the fuck is going on? And then the movie slowly reveals as the kid discovers that, oh, there is a witch from the woods next door, and this is what it does. It infiltrates families. It takes over the mom, usually, or whatever the matriarch of the family is.
Yeah, it usually starts with it impersonates the mom.
And then starts whispering into people's ears and making them forget things and making them do what she wants. So basically entrancing them.
Yeah.
And Boy has to figure out how to defeat that, much like in Fright Night. The only thing this doesn't have, that Fright Night has, is that Fright Night had, like, the mentor figure who shows up to help fight the thing.
Yeah, this does not have that.
This does not have that character. The boy's pretty much on his own with his friend from work. And that's it. Friend / love interest.
Yeah.
Because there's a point in which they go to a party. She thinks they're about to kiss, and then he throws up.
Yeah.
And then he stupidly goes for the hot girl who tricks him into the pool and makes a fool out of him by skinny dipping and then getting everyone else to show up.
Yeah. You could tell that they do a good job of showing you that he's not necessarily a bad kid, but you see how he gets into trouble.
But the thing is, what I liked about it from a writing standpoint is that we're not quite sure at the beginning why he's going to his dad. We have the impression that he's in trouble somehow.
Yeah.
But we don't know what it is. And his dad is keeping a tight leash, but not so tight that he can't go out and do things.
Yeah.
But his dad obviously has some concerns, and we're not sure what it is. And so then we see him skip out on his dad to go to this party, and at the party, he just gets wasted. Like, like way more drunk than most people at the party. And it's subtle because they don't really draw attention to that. But then
it just happens.
It just happens. Yeah. And then later on, when he's arguing with his dad, and you find out that what he did and why his dad's concerned is why he's living with his dad is that he actually has a drug addiction problem. And that he was caught stealing shit.
He's stealing shit from the family to, like, pay for shit.
So it makes sense why go into party and then it just gets completely wasted, and then
and like you're all set to like think that the dad is like your typical horror movie dad.
No,
and he isn't.
That's the thing. The dad is a fucking lovable scamp for most of the movie, and even when he's mad at the kid, I found myself, and this is a rarity in horror movies, because oftentimes in horror movies, you're on the side of the kid. There were times where I was just like, no, the dad's right here. You're being a little shit.
Totally. Like, the kid, when he skips out on his dad is after he has demanded and made a big stink out of meeting his dad's new girlfriend.
Yeah.
And then they get that together. Dad's like, nah, you're right. You deserve to meet her, like...
And then he skips out on that. And on top of that, he doesn't even give, like, a warning, like, oh, no, like, I was invited to a party with the girl from work, is that okay, or whatever. Like, he doesn't even bother with that.
Yeah, he doesn't even bother to tell his dad, I'm fucking off.
And you get the impression that dad would have been like, all right, well, we'll just do this another night. Like, he totally would have been okay.
He would have been annoyed, he would have been mad, but he wouldn't have been, like... real mad.
But you realize later why he was concerned about his dad approving or not is because of why he's there in the first place. The thing he's in trouble for. So it's like, okay, I get it now. And the writing there is very subtle, and like it comes together as it goes on, and that's not even getting into the twist.
Yeah. That's not even getting into the twist.
So I'm going to put another spoiler warning here. This is the final spoiler warning. If you don't want the twist spoiled for you, stop here, because this completely upends everything that happens earlier on in the movie. So, you have been warned.
Alright, so the real twist is, throughout the entire movie, this kid has been doing stuff, but you're sort of wondering why he's so invested in this. And it turns out it's because the witch has already stolen his little brother and he's forgotten about him.
Yeah. We are essentially watching for most of the movie his broken memories of what happened. And you don't realize it at first because they're really good at like having these little awkward moments that just kind of pass by fast, but they don't draw so much of attention to it that you're going like, huh, that was weird. You instead just go like, oh, that was a weird reaction.
That was a weird thing to do. Yeah.
And then then when you finally get to the end and you have this moment where he burns all the effigies that the witch has put together of all the families that she's taken, and when they're burned, like the memories of the families that were...
Yeah, the memories come back.
They come back. So he all of a sudden has a memory of, oh shit, I have a little brother. And with that memory comes back to all the awkward scenes from earlier on in the movie, and there was a little brother there, and there was an exchange that was cut out because it was an exchange with the little brother. So a thing that was said that we thought was said to him was actually said to the little brother sometimes.
Yeah.
But he only remembers the exchange as being with him because the little brother doesn't exist anymore. And so all of a sudden, you go back to the entire beginning of the movie going like, oh shit, the little brother was there, and he was there, and he was there. It's like, oh my god. And now the race at the end becomes, oh, not only do I have to save the neighbor's kid, not only do I have to save my pseudo-girlfriend, maybe not, little sister, from the monster, I also have to save my little brother from the monster witch.
Yeah.
Which leads into a very badass climax in which he has to climb into the roots of the tree the witch lives. Yeah, this movie's awesome.
Oh yeah, it's super good.
It's got a little bit of everything. Like, it's got, like, there's gore, there's tension, there's a budding romance, there's drama, there's a lot of good stuff in this.
Oh yeah, no.
And it gets gnarly too. Like, there's a point in which the witch crawls out of a deer carcass. It's pretty fucking gnarly.
Well, that's the other thing that's really sad is the mom that she takes over is actually really fucking cool.
Yeah.
You know?
She was like the most awesome mom on the goddamn planet. I was just like, well, let's go out there. We hit a deer. We might as well eat it. And I'm just like, that's actually a really good use of that. And she goes out there and starts gutting the deer, but something's wrong and like black ooze and shit comes out. She's like, oh, this deer must be diseased. And then later that night, the witch crawls out of it because that's how we find out in a really great moment of writing that the witch can take over the skin of things.
Which is how she takes over the mom.
Yeah, which we don't physically see it, but we do see, like, when she's walking around and, like, adjusting her skin and shit on her face.
Yeah, well, we see her crawling out of the deer, and then occasionally she has to, like, you know, put the shit back on. And at the end, the witch itself erupts out of the skin of the mother.
The person who played the mom, the neighbor's mom, is probably, like, the greatest actress in the movie because she is just, like... She has to not only play the awesome mom at the beginning, she also has to play most of the witch parts.
Yeah.
And on top of that, playing the witch, playing the mom.
Yeah.
Including like the weird contortionist things she's like doing when she's like trying to get used to the body and shit. And it's just, oh man, like she's awesome. She's great. Like she's fantastic.
She goes from, hi, I'm pretending to be the sweet person next door. Mm-hmm. And one of the things I thought was kind of a nice little tip is that when we first see the mom, she's like a heavy metal mom.
Yeah.
But when the witch takes over her, she's like in like a Stepford wife dress.
Yeah, she all of a sudden becomes like the American ideal of what a mom's supposed to be.
Yeah,
where she cooks and she speaks in like niceties, and when she's mean, it's passive aggression. And like whereas the original mom was just like, you know, beer drinking, wood searching, like deer hunting.
Yeah,
like, completely different than that. Like. You know, it's like totally not nuclear family mom, which is what the witch plays when she is the mom.
Yeah.
But because she's able to alter people's memories and make them do what she wants, the family don't notice. So.
Yeah.
So yeah, I thought this movie was great. I think that Twitter, social media, all the people praising this movie were 100% spot on. And I think if you have looking for a movie to rent during this self-quarantine time, then you could do way worse than Wretched. It's great.
Yeah, definitely. Recommended.
Absolutely. So, where can they find you, Count Jackula?
You can find me mainly on Twitch these days. Check every day around 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to see if I'm on. And I'm always on every Thursday and every Sunday. So, you can also follow me on Twitter, but fuck it. Where can they find you?
You can find me at The Horror Guru on Twitter, on Twitch, on Facebook. Just look up The Horror Guru or Blood Splattered Cinema, and I'll be there. And if you haven't already, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And ring that notification bell so that you're notified of my videos immediately upon their upload. And if you would like to help out either of our work more directly, then be sure to check out our Patreon pages. And remember, if you decide to go the Patreon route, even $1 a month can go a long way. And with that said, my fellow Gorehounds, we got a couple other vlogs to record, so we're going to end this one and move on to them. So, peace out.